couple of pictures.
Y'all got
Give us a couple of pictures. That's good.
Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome to our channel, the place that we hang, the place that you are not Toddy One Skip, but you're part of the community that I'm a part of, because there's over 15,000, only one of me, so many of you, our community. So thank you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please double check and make sure that you're subscribed, because YouTube can be a little funny like that. I saw a video. I saw a video of our favorite infamous ex-con who wants to be treated like the average bear, but loves being treated like a celebrity when everybody is on her side. Like, she loves the interviews. She loves getting dressed up. She loves talking really high in her high-pitched voice, and she loves to garner attention up the yin-yanga-yanga booma-booma yanga. She is the person that's responsible for the unaliving of her mom, made a lot of friggin' money, like $3 million off of it, let some guy with disability, Nick Godejohn's his name, spend the rest of his life in prison while she's out here living her best life, so she says. But Nick, he's not living his best life. But Gypsy, she was living her best life. But when I saw this video, she don't look like she's living her best life to me. She looked a little upset. She looked like she didn't want to get her picture taken. She looked like none of this was any of our business, even though she taped it for us, told us all about it, wanted us to be her stans, and wanted us not really to like Ryan. She explained everything, how none of this was her fault, how people just break up to make up and then cheat and are with somebody else and are impregnated by somebody else, and then we go to the divorce and there's no paparazzi there, no police, what's the word I'm looking for? No police to kind of make sure that nobody doesn't knock Gypsy on her tushy, and or to somebody who might throw rocks at her. You know, Gypsy, the bully. And we know that she's a bully because she has said things that said, wait, basically, you wait till I'm off parole, because you got me by the short and curlies right now, but I ain't going to be on parole forever. And don't forget about her promise of pushing somebody's eyeballs all the way in the back of her head. And don't forget how many people she screwed over totally while incarcerated, and a year later when she's out of the joint. Ryan, who might be able to forgive her. Ryan, has it not hit you yet that not only did this woman unalive her mom, probably she did it and just convinced Nick he did it, but she took the woman's legacy away too. A single mom who did the best she could. Yep, she was a con artist, but not only is Gypsy a con artist just like her mom, because you know Gypsy was an adult, but yeah, I don't think Dee Dee unalived anybody. Gypsy did. And she has no remorse, no regrets, no nothing, because see, we don't hear anything about that. We hear how she's going to live her best life because she was basically tied down and, tethered to something, which is the biggest crock of shit. The person that was tethered was the obese and sick mom that was in her bed that might have asked her daughter to help her a few times. And Gypsy, in my opinion, said, yeah, this shit ain't for me. You could have been my housemaid, but I ain't going to be your housemaid. So she decides, I don't want to live this life like this, and I want the money too. So I think, as you guys know, that she tried to stage this home invasion And I think that there was somebody else involved, and that person said, "You're a little wackadoodly, Gyps, and I don't want to do this with you, so I'm going to leave you with Nick." And she kind of got stuck with Nick, and then, she rolled on Nick real hard and tried to convince everybody that it was all Nick's idea and that Nick essayed her and all this good stuff, when it was Gyps Ahoy that did it all. Gyps Ahoy with the informational and tutorial video of how to unalive her mom. And now she shows up at court. She don't want anybody to see her face. Is she all of a sudden embarrassed for her behavior? Is she all of a sudden feel like, oh, maybe this isn't such a good look? Or is she acting like, I'm too important for you to take pictures of? No, leave me alone. Let me tell you the story and then leave me alone. Let me show you bits of my life, but then leave me alone. Where was Ken? Where were you protected? Because the only person I saw you protected by was your stepmom. She didn't even really protect you, though she did. You can see where she tried to get in the way of the photographer. And the photographer says, "Hey, we just want a picture." And you know what Gypsy says? "Fuck off! Gypsy, you'd be nothing without all those people taking pictures of you. How come you didn't tell them to fuck off when they had the pictures of you with Ken, when they had the pictures of you smoking at that convenience store with Ken, when they had the pictures of you with the sonogram, when they had the pictures of you when you left jail? All of those pictures that you wanted to show your face for, and, your little waddle. So how come that was okay? But here, you're telling the paparazzi to fuck off. And you got the linebacker, your stepmom, trying to block views because people wanted to take a picture? Gypsy! Do you know how miserable you will be when the pictures stop and nobody gives a shit who Gypsy Rose is anymore? Do you know that? And did I ask, where the fuck is Ken? I do not know, but it makes me wonder. That would be something that might have been something he could have supported you on. Not your linebacker of a stepmom there, who's there, I guess, to take people out. Aye, Gyps. I gotta say, I'm not sure that you look pregnant. You don't look pregnant. The whole damn pregnancy thing still got me a little wonkadoodly and confused, but I guess that's none of my business, even though you made it everybody's business. You cheated on your husband. How did we know that? How do we know all of this? And now you want to keep stum and close your eyes because it's not a good look for you? Yet it's what you created. You want us to forget about all the shit that you put everybody through. And you want to keep resetting so that you start over again and again and again. Gypsy Rose, you don't get to do that. You don't get to start at the beginning again and again and again. You're in the middle of a bunch of shit. You get to fix it. Try that, little Gypsy Ahoy. Try that. And you might want to spend a little money on security if you don't want people taking pictures of you, because that look on Kristy, linebacker Kristy, is not a good look. Though she looks like a linebacker. Here she is as she's coming into the courthouse with her stepmom, Kristy. Gypsy is looking down at the ground as if not to miss a step and not to get a picture of her face either. This is the first time that Gypsy is not, doesn't seem welcoming to the paparazzi. There isn't an awful lot of security by her. And her stepmom keeps giving a side eye like, what the hell are you doing here? But they never seem to mind all the pictures and the paparazzi before. And to be fair, there's not that many paparazzi. There might be just 2 paparazzi. And for some reason, it seems like Gypsy's having a hard time handling it. So she goes into the courthouse, and just as soon as she goes in there, she comes out. Now, of course, that's editing, folks. And is Gypsy divorced? Is she no longer? Mrs. Ryan Anderson. Well, let's face it, folks, she's really never been Mrs. Ryan Anderson, has she been? And here, is she pregnant? Wait, we see a little bit of a belly there, and she's got the jacket over her head. Is it raining, or is it really just to protect who she is? Because we kind of already know who she is. What did she do to her face that maybe she doesn't want her face seen? Because usually, again, she's all smiles and everything. And this is an accomplishment for her to get married and divorced by just living with the guy for, 2-3 weeks? That's a hell of an accomplishment to break so many hearts in such a short period of time. But she didn't unalive him, so what the hell? But it ain't over till it's over. And there we go. Kristy, the line blocker there. She's going to defend her stepdaughter, though she was never really there for her stepdaughter when her stepdaughter needed her and had no money. Yeah. And they're asking, well, why can't we take a picture? You've wanted us to take pictures before. I mean, it's the same person. It's the same person it was a week ago. It's the same person that was just being interviewed for a book. Isn't that book still important? This isn't the way you treat the public when you have a book launch. What is up with that? We've got to teach them everything. All right, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip, and you are... Who to what? Please, guys, tell me what you're eating, drinking this time of day. Where are you this time of day? What time of day is it? Where you're at? Guys, don't forget, always be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Never be a Blanchard. Do yourself a favor, and don't marry one. All right, guys, take care.